So what is special about Bolzano? What is special about Italy? And what is the difference between Bolzano and Trento? In this talk, I will describe my personal feelings about differences between Bolzano and Trento. So I've been in Bolzano for several years, and I still cannot tell that I feel comfortable here, because this city has its own pros and cons, and I do feel that I'm not welcomed, and that I'm not the part of the city, and I'm not the part of the community. Yes, I tried several times to be a part of this community. I tried to be connected to people in through the different software competitions, or through the work, or through climbing, because I was participating in climbing competitions, and I was climbing with different people. I was coding with different teams, and in the end, whatever I did, I feel that everything was not working. And in the end, I made a choice to move from Bolzano to another city, to Trento. So what is the actual difference between Bolzano and Trento? Well, there is a big difference. Bolzano is autonomous province, and people here, they would like to outline that they are autonomous, they have their own rules, and that their system works perfectly well without interruption of Italian part. And people speak 3 different languages, and none of them is English. They speak German, they speak Italian, and they speak Latin. And officially there are signs that street names, for example, they are given in German, in Italian, but not in Latin. Normally 2 languages, and that's the first problem, because sometimes you cannot understand the Italian words, sometimes you cannot understand German words, and that causes some troubles. Then the second part, I would say that there is a strong difference between Italian part and German part. And Italians have troubles to assimilate here, because when I talk to Italian people, they complain. And same, I think, for internationals who arrive to this city or to this part. They have similar troubles, because internationals are considered to be foreigners, and normally they are not welcomed in this part. I think historically, because this region is very small, and not so many land here, and that's why people are aware of this limitation, and they try to protect themselves from invasion. Also, there were lots of wars in this region, and the people were fighting for this land, and this land was Austrian at the beginning, then it has become Italian, and still this part is not sure whether they are Austrian or Italian, and they would like to separate. I think in Spain, Barcelona, there is a region called Catalonia, and this Catalonia region is considered not to be part of the Spain because they would like to be independent. They would like to separate from Spain. Here, I think Bolzano also would like to separate from Italy because Italy has its own problems. Trento is considered to be a city more similar to Italian city. There are more Italians, there are more internationals, and they officially do not speak German language, which makes life a little bit easier because you can learn Italian and you can survive without German, which is great. On the other hand, Trento is a little bit less organized, and the roads are not so well lined. For instance, in Bolzano, roads are very well outlined with the colors and signs. In Trento is a little bit less organized, and the cars are moving in sometimes a very unorganized way. Also, there are more people in Trento rather than in Bolzano, and there are also more strange people in the roads. For instance, you can see beggars, you can see people who might behave in a strange way on the streets, and there are less people like that in Bolzano. Both cities are very beautiful and they have amazing mountain view, but I think in Trento there are more buildings, more different stores, and different nice cafes where you can sit, where you can meet with friends. You can also hear more languages in Trento rather than Bolzano. I think there are more foreigners coming to Trento for vacation, maybe because prices are less expensive than in Bolzano. And I think the weather in Trento is a little bit more warm than in Bolzano, and the food is a little bit less expensive than in Bolzano. And also newspapers are different. So in Bolzano they have their own newspapers, which are given in German and Italian. In Trento they have in Italian newspapers, and the names are different. In Bolzano they have Alto Adige newspaper. In Trento they have Adige, if I'm not mistaken. They have, I think they have this newspaper called L'Adige in Trento. So I think that's the main difference to me, but then I'm interested in climbing. And what about climbing? I see that in Bolzano there are two main climbing crags within the city, and they are easily reachable by bus or by bike, and people normally go during the weekend to climb on those crags, and that's amazing because not so many cities around the world which have climbing crags within the district of the city. I cannot say the same thing about Trento because I didn't climb in the climbing crags around Trento. I saw that there are some crags, but I think they are not so easily reachable like in Bolzano. I'm not sure about this. And I do think that biking paths in Trento are less organized, and you cannot reach by bike any point within the city. So that makes life a little bit more complicated, because then people buy cars in order to get to the points, and then pollution starts, because when you have lots of cars, you have traffic jams, and you have to breathe with the air polluted by those cars. In Bolzano, in contrast to that, there are lots of biking paths organized, and people can cycle everywhere, and they can reach every point within the city by bike, which is amazing, because in that way people stay healthy and active during the day, and they travel around the city and they explore, and they can find whatever they want. So those are the main differences. Even though the distance between two cities is not so big, it's only 50 kilometers, but to me it seems those two cities are representing completely different worlds. One world belongs to autonomous province of Bolzano, and another world belongs to Trentino, the region of Trentino. Even though they are similar in terms of language, maybe also buildings and views, mountain views, but all the other things are completely different. Even food. In Bolzano, they have a very particular food which belongs to South Tyrol. But in Trentino, the food is more similar to Italian food. So I think you will not find the same food in Trento, which you can find in Bolzano. So I think if you love Italy and you love Italian language, the best choice would be to stay in Trento. But on the other hand, if you love languages such as German, Italian, maybe you are interested to study Latin, then I think Bolzano is better choice for education, for work, or for studying.